what's up everybody? You're on Deck Third Eye Cam, and today's date is May 23rd, 2020, and the time is 13:23, 1:23 for my civilians. Today, after I eat, of course, we're gonna get a look at Comet Atlas, and a lot of clouds just pulled up, as in between me and the Comet. But I did see it earlier. I can see a part of the tails of it right now, and once everything goes clear, because I'm gonna take a ride out in about an hour, hopefully we should be able to see it. But it's huge. I caught it yesterday. Yeah, yesterday and last week. So I'm gonna end up putting those videos out, and already put out, and then keep going from there. All right, we'll be back. Cool. All right, Third Eye Cam back. The time is 15:33. Same date, May 23rd, 2020. And there's the sun, and you see Neowise below the sun. Let me zoom in. All right, so right here we got Neowise. We got the sun, and I see some chemtrailers riding right up under the sun right here. Center of the camera's probably too bright. I'll come back to them. But over here you got Swan, Comet Swan, right here peeking out past this round looking sphere object. And then over this direction, way out there, that is I think that's Pan-STARRS. Atlas should be somewhere in the vicinity also, right here. Pan-STARRS, and like I said, Pan-STARRS is out there. Swan and Atlas are in this area to the right of the sun, right above my head. And like I said, Neowise is right there. You can see Neowise. There's Marcos, Linear. And then there's Marcos, Comet Marcos, that right below that fluffy cloud. And I think this is the tail coming off of it, going past this big fluffy cloud. So that's what we're looking at for right now. So hopefully the sky should clear up and we can get a little bit more clarity. So we'll be back. Third Eye Cam. All right, so if you look at that, it looks like the sun is kind of slightly blocked out. You can see it right there in the clear. Now to my eyes, it looks like cloud interference, but on the GoPro, it's actually showing up as a solid, and you can see the rest of the sphere, and that's in close. So I don't know if it's just cloudage or actual sphere. Now, down there you can see the actual sphere also. See the treetops. And I need to get this right here before the sky changes. It literally looks like a planet that's kind of slightly blocking out the sun. I have seen this before, but it's just different. And below it you can see more spherical objects. So sometimes I'm wondering, these so-called comets, are they really planetoid moons? You know what I mean? They got a lot of cloudage behind them, and around them rather, but that looks like, unless that's the moon, let me check and see what the moon is. That might be a partial of the moon blocking out the sun. So let me be specific with that, because the moon was in that position yesterday. So now I'm gonna look on my star walk and see if the moon is still in that same location. And I apologize, I got my air on. It's hot today. It's like 86 degrees. Let me cut that back. Yeah, but it's slightly hot today. All right, so I got my star walk up. I'm waiting for it to propagate. All right, so where's the moon? Nope, the moon has moved on. Let me see if I can actually find it. It's kind of hiding out. Okay, so the moon is above and to the left of the sun in the sun's 11 o'clock position. It's right on the nose of Taurus. So I'm wondering if the moon has had something to do with that slight blackout, that little shadow to the left of the sun. And I'm sitting here, look at how the sun has an awkward look to it. So I'm wondering if the moon has something to do with that, or is it just this Comet Neowise, which is in that position. All right, so I'm gonna drive on. I'm gonna let this go ahead and film this, and we're gonna keep rolling. And once I get to my location, we're gonna put the G Pro on the stick, break out my 35mm, and get some good footage. Now this up here, there's my other Comet. I'll be getting it here in a second once I swing south, back to the east. I see Comet Atlas. Y'all should see it here shortly. Like I said, I'm driving, so I can't take this off the stick. I see some weird looking planetoid too behind Comet Atlas. You'll see me swinging into Comet Atlas here shortly. And that's the tail of it, right across the treetops. All right, here we go. There's your Comet Atlas head, right there. And literally, I got my G Pro suction to the window. I got both of them. One is pointing up, and it's wide range to see the entire sky, and this one's more close in. However, I can easily back it off, but I kind of want to get some up close shots. Whatever all this is now, you can see it right here, center of the camera. That's the actual rock. You put it in the center. That's your actual rock. Beautiful, ain't it? It's got multiple tails sweeping off of it, and it's just unique looking. Put this camera up. I don't want to get too much traffic in. Only treetops. Yep, so that's our Comet Atlas, and it's got that 11 million kilometer tail, whatever, what have you, is out there. I've been seeing it all morning. It started out, you can see the tail first, and then as the sun crossed from east, which is now pretty much in my western side, you can see the head of it, and the tail is already gone. So the tail is actually streaming kind of away from the earth, which is a good deal, because if we had to go through that, we get pelleted by a lot of debris. Pretty much be the end of the world. Nobody would be scared of COVID at this point, or virus 19. That's what I call it. Everybody be running for their lives and dying because they can't run fast enough. And you can see all the little intricacies of the comet in the cloud pattern. It's real beautiful. Also really dangerous, but at this distance, it's real beautiful. I hope it gets no closer, honestly. I don't mind the show, the sky show, but I like for it to pass on, you know. I'm not ready quite ready for revelations, you know. About 2.2 miles on the swing south, so we should start seeing Marcos and Linear as I trail south. Reason why I do all this sky watching, aside from just me loving it and my curiosity, to keep y'all aware of and abreast of what's going on my end as far as the distance and position of these comets, asteroids, debris. right, what's up everybody? We're back and the time is 1800, same date, 6 o'clock p.m. for my civilians. Just want to get a good look at my comets, and they're in the clear. That over there is I think Pan-STARRS. Yeah, that's Pan-STARRS. Atlas and Swan are over in this direction, actually behind the trees, so I'm gonna have to move separate bodies, but that's the tail of Atlas. And Neo Wise is over here. You see its tail behind the trees. There's Marcos Linear and its little companion, and Marcos way down there. So I just want to get them right here, and I'm getting ready to switch positions so I can get everything in the full. So this was a short one in this direction. I'm going to my main spot where I can catch everything. All right, we'll be back. Third Eye Cam. All right, what's up everybody? On deck with Third Eye Cam, and today's date is May 23rd, 2010, and the time is 18:31, 6:31:13. I'm sorry for my civilians. Finally opened in my open spot, and I'm gonna take a look at my comets around me before they go away. So I want to direct your attention to Pan-STARRS. This is Pan-STARRS over here. This big rock. See this big rock? Actually, I'm sorry. That's Atlas. That's your Atlas. Pan-STARRS is over this way. The two get me confused because they're within proximity to each other. Pan-STARRS is the lower set of clouds, but that big asteroid, that is your Atlas. I'm gonna put my shades on here short because it's bright. Swan should be over in this area. I know Atlas is closer than Swan, and then Neo, I'm gonna show you here in a second. I'm gonna spin you around. Neo's in this direction, Neo Eyes. You can see the sun. I'm gonna zoom in here closer, but I need it for you all to see Atlas. Marcos and Linear. There's Linear right there. Let me break away from the stick. Literally. All right, so we're gonna go in closer so y'all can see this, but there's my Atlas. And we're gonna draw in closer to it. And you can actually see the craters in it. And I also got my 35mm recording on Atlas. This is doing a live, like a straight up push. Let me zoom it in because I need to get the details of this. And I'm gonna go in with my scope also. Get it lined up. There we go. Looks like a big planetoid in my 35mm. So we're gonna draw in close with the G Pro and go from there. Boom. Okay, here we go. So that is our infamous Atlas. All right. Neo Wise is somewhere below the sun right here. It's over this way. Swan is right beside Atlas. So you got Atlas and you got Swan right next to it, and that's the tail of Swan going all the way back to the sun. Neo Eyes should be ahead. We saw Neo Eyes earlier, but it should be below the horizon. Like I said, Linear is somewhere in this direction right here. They all changed since the last time I filmed them. And then Marcos is right there, right above those treetops. See the big fluffy cloud? To the left of the fluffy cloud is Linear, right? You go below that fluffy cloud, the other fluffy cloud to the right of it is Marcos. And they were bigger like a couple hours ago. They were really like there. You can see them. Now they're kind of dissipated. This is the tail of Marcos, and I'm gonna have to focus on Atlas because that thing is getting close. And why does this cloud look like a freaking planetoid? Again, we've been seeing a lot of these lately. I know clouds take different shapes, but I know this is not a planet. It better not be. That's too damn close. That's within the Earth's atmosphere, but it's just all these other clouds. If you notice, they got, like, look at the horizon. They got a elongated shape. See, elongated. Now that cloud looks like it's actually venting off of a sphere. The top of a, like if it was a sphere up under it, it'd be venting off. It's hard to tell. All the rest of these clouds look how elongated they look, and that's going back towards North Carolina. That's my south. There's my west, as you can see. My north. My east. My south. Above my head. Back to this roundish looking cloud, which is breaking up. But it's, for a minute, it looked like a sphere. Now see that cloud above those tree lines? Try to get the sun out. There it is. It's got a spherical hue to it, but that's in the stratosphere. That's not Earth cloud. But you can literally see Atlas. Forgive me, I'm kind of thrown off today. My cat is sick. He had tapeworm, so I had to go grab him some medicine because I don't want him to die. He's a good cat. His name is Mr. Miyagi, like Miyagi from Karate Kid, but we call him Miyagi. He's a gray fur ball with a dark gray fur ball with lightly sensitive black stripes and golden looking eyes. He's a good cat. He's smart too. So I don't want to see him die or nothing bad happen to him, so I'm administering to him. And he's on probation. He's been out mating with a female or a couple of females. Been gone for the past 3 days. So he finally came back. And he's getting dewormed right now, so he's on probation for the next 3 days, for the whole weekend. And if he goes out, he's on leash. Just because if I spend money on him, I don't want him to die, you know? He's a good cat. But yeah, this is Atlas. That's all I got to say. This is Atlas. This is gonna be a very short one, but I've been tracking these comets, aka / asteroid rocks, space rocks, for a minute now. I haven't really put my videos out as fast as I want to. But I've been working really hard this week, and I've been coming in tired. And then we had 5 days of rain. Rain makes me tired, depressed. I don't like rain. I can't get that good vitamin from the sunlight right there, you know? I had to be tired and had to shut it down early. So I'm getting my dose of radiation right now. So it's nothing spectacular to watch today. I mean, we got a few Mr. Magic chemtrails. There's one right there. He went down towards North Carolina. And now he's turning around. He's coming back up, headed towards Atlas. But he's right there above that fluffy cloud at the treetops. He's between these two fluffy clouds right here, exactly in the middle. If you draw a straight line from one cloud to the other, you'll see him. And there's my round cloud. It's still holding a round sphere, which is weird. And I'm about to put me in here just to the reason why I started putting myself in here is that way no one can say, hey, you photoshopped that. Nope. First of all, I don't want to be that intelligent. I can learn to do it, but I just don't want to. I want to do it officially with you all so you can see it here and now. That's why I give you times and dates. May 23rd, 2020. And the time now is 18:26:20 for my civilians who do not know military time. So hang on. Alright, so I'm pretty sure y'all can see me. I got my shades on because that sun is blinding. But I just want to pay attention to this one. It's got a cloud running up in front of it. On this side. It's got a cloud running up in front of it. This whole deal right here is Atlas. You can tell you can see the tail streaking off of it that way, that way, that way, and that way. And over here, if you can't see it, I'll rotate you. Should be able to. That's Swan. That big fluff right there, and then his tail is going all the way back to the sun, all the way back. So, you know, it's fun for me to do this, but like I'm getting tired of doing it because not that I'm gonna give up, but I should be working on my car or putting my videos together or just relaxing with my family. But I'm bringing this to you all so that way you can see what I'm seeing in my part of the world. And I'm in Virginia, Petersburg, and there's I-95. If you can see the tree horizon, past the tree horizon, is I-95. And due to the fact that I couldn't do anything for the past 5 days, due to an overage of rain and cloudiness, so I'm playing catch up today. This is how it's been for the past couple. It's like we get 3 weeks of sunshine and very few clouds, and then we get 1 long week of straight cloudiness. So it's not been a good deal to just go through that whole thing. Let me spin around this way, and then you can see the sun. Let me get the sun out. Sun setting in the west. Neowise should be already at the horizon. So that's a done deal. We did catch it earlier. It was a good deal. The thing was huge. Pan Stars, I don't think Pan Stars is quite up yet. It's still early. Yeah, Pan Stars is not up yet. Here. That's linear. Behind this these big fluffy clouds are Earth clouds. And then past that, so you gotta look way past. For those of you that don't know, a lot of people think that I'm just making things up, and that's what burns me up, is that you got ears, eyes, and you're not paying attention to what we're seeing, what I'm showing you. So that's why I stress bringing it to you, and I'm showing you consistency when it's not cloudy. Consistency. I do see a black dark spot over by Swan. Make sure it's still there. Yeah, it's I don't want to show it to you. Well, you can't see it with this. I would have to take my camera, my 35mm, and focus on it. But I'm showing you consistency with these anomalies in the skies. And I track with Star Walk and my asteroid alert. That's how I'm able to keep up with where they are exactly. And it pans out just right. So Star Walk kind of advances me ahead as fast as I need to go. Now see, there's a linear, and it must be an elongated piece of work. Now down this tree at the horizon, this tall tree right here on the right hand side, Marcos is directly beside it. And it's already pushed on. Everything in space is constantly moving, so that's why it looks like it's static in the sky, but its position changes daily with each rotation of the Earth. Revolution, I'm sorry. With each revolution of the Earth going around on the 24-hour cycle, their positions and degrees slightly vary from day to day. That's linear. Like I said, Marcos is at the bottom. I haven't seen Pan Stars yet, but even that position is moving. Let me see if I can get more of this in the sky. I want to get it on all that. Get the terrain out the way. I don't need too much terrain. All right, so all right, just lining things up for y'all. Like I said, this is Atlas over this way, Swan over this way, and its tail. I think Pan Stars are somewhere in the mix further out, but as the sun settles, Pan Stars will come up. And these things have gotten closer to Earth. I think they're swinging, like, so if the sun is over there, I think they're swinging this way together and get perihelion. I guess close to the sun. Perihelion is close to the sun, so I'm told. So maybe they're coming like this. They're coming together. And they're gonna loop back around and depart or merge. Only the top grade scientists know. I'm just a little amateur, so they're not worried about me. There's nothing I can really find that will be a tell all for right now. I'm just pretty much following the sky, keeping y'all aware, because I'm pretty sure a lot of you around the world are not seeing these comets. That's why I'm showing it to you. And it's just interesting. Like I said, I also have my camera going live, so I'm catching this comet on both ways. So I'm pretty sure if I split my video, we're gonna catch both commentaries going at the same time. That way you can see it from both directions, and that's what I'm about to do. it's a fun deal just catching all this, and it's a slow day. I missed all the action earlier, but there were too many clouds around. All those clouds out there in the horizon, they were pretty much all over my head, and they were blocking me from seeing all that. Like, look how this thing has rotated to a degree. You can actually see the planetoid of it. And that brings me to another deal. They said these are comets, right? But what if it's an actual planetoid? Like, look at that sphere right there. That's a whole sphere. And then you can see the tail coming off of it. That's Atlas. And then my swan is over here, and you can see the tail coming off of it, coming back all the way to the sun. And Pan-STARRS is somewhere way over this way, in this direction. I have to be right. I know I'm right. And like I said, linear. Let me get linear. Linear is just under this cloud. Marcos is Jesus already gone, but it's this little cloud right here is right above it, right above that corner. And Neowise, like I said, is already gone below the sun, about below the horizon. Neowise is actually when the sun rises in the east, which is this direction. Neo's first to come out. Now I've been seeing I saw Jupiter last night around about 1 in the morning. It peaked up above the tree lines in this direction. So Jupiter's getting away from the sun really fast. And matter of fact, Jupiter's should be ahead of the sun. So Jupiter's already over Africa and China right now. But I wonder, anybody on the equator, if they're seeing all this. It's quite interesting. Look at that little asteroid right here following behind. You can literally make sure I'm not off. Oh, actually, that's a part of the man, that thing looks like a whole planet. Like, look at it. I'm sorry, I'm getting thrown off because this is interesting. There's an asteroid. You can see the craters in it, connected to a tail. I'm pretty sure that's the debris that has broken off from Atlas. And then you see a planetoid right here. Look at this. Complete spherical. Completely spherical. Make sure I got this right. Yep. Boom, boom, boom. Follow it up. There's a sphere right there. And then, like I said, this whole area right here looks like a planetoid, and then tail the sphere right there. And then I see a balloon flying right in front of that sphere. Kind of flickering right there. I almost thought it was a UFO for a second, but I'm pretty sure it's not. Somebody's balloon just got away from them. But I'm seeing a lot of broken off rocks. They come out as really dark. The Earth's atmosphere is obscuring them, so you're not gonna see like a rock like they have in the movies, like Godzilla, all those 1960s, 70s movies where you see just this bland rock flying across the back screen, like in Ultraman and those old Godzilla movies. This is really elaborate. Space is really elaborate. Well, like I said, that looks like a whole planetoid, and I just want to sit here and watch that. Matter of fact, let me make sure I got my camera on it. That's interesting. All right, so I'm just gonna line my camera up to get that. And that sphere. Back it out. I'm gonna need to get both these, Swan and Atlas. All right, cool. Now this little anomaly right here coming up, this cloud anomaly, that was the one that was way back there. So I'm guessing that might be an asteroid that was straying too close to the Earth's stratosphere, and it has it's pushing a cloud off of it. Even these little clouds are sitting static, so there must be friction from these asteroids that are passing out in space too close to the Earth. They might be causing a slight friction, but you can literally see my other two planetoids. I'm also wondering that dark patch between those clouds, if it's the actual rock. It's kind of hard to tell. So I have to look for anything that might reveal any kind of truth. Like I said, I have no problem being corrected, but I know I'm in the general area of whether the clouded area is the actual where the rock is contained in, or this whole area right here. This whole area right here is the actual body itself, and that's what we're looking for. Now I look at the way the clouds sweep off of apart from one another, and I look how they spiral out and fan out. And then in between, since I'm an artist, I draw in like what my mind might see, and that's how I'm literally able to see it. Again, this area, sphere. But like I was saying, I wonder if these are actual planetoids, moons type planetoids, and they just make it seem like they're just lifeless rocks in space. And for all we know, they might be God's chariots, like in the form of a Death Star, like Star Wars. Again, where do you think Star Wars got that from? A whole planet that's engineered. In Star Wars, it was a mechanical orb in space, Death Star. But that was the old Star Wars. But in the new Star Wars, they actually took a planet, breached its core, and turned the core into a weapon to fire out into space. So imagine that. Get one more look around. See the sun, and then you see that cloud right there, center, still approaching. And you see all my beautiful clouds out at the horizon. That one looks like a sphere right at the horizon. A lot of people have been catching these little clouds that look like moon clouds. They come in really spherical, and then they just kind of go wherever. Well, their video is real short. At some point, I'm going to catch something really phenomenal, because I pretty much keep a GoPro at my side, and I keep one mounted in my window, like in my vehicle. I'm recording this thing 3 ways. I got my GoPro in the window recording. I got my 35mm recording focused on this anomaly. My GoPro has the whole sky fanned out. And then I got the one in my hand where I'm specifically pointing out. That way I don't miss anything. And I'm revolving, doing my degrees, and looking all around. I think we're gonna call it with this GoPro. Oh, there's Mr. Magic Chemtrail again. There they are. To the left of the sun. And right below that cloud anomaly. I'm gonna go ahead and call it quits with the GoPro. And switch over to my 35mm and get some pictures. Alright, please watch, like, subscribe, and share. Please share with your friends. I'm not doing this for like fame. I've been famous all my life. Straight up. Don't need anything to be famous. I pretty much, with the grace of God, he directs me and I make it happen, you know? He opens the path up for me. And I stay on the path. I stay on his path. So some people telling me it's the end of the world. They're right. But it's the end of a certain society that has had rule for 400 years.